man, things have been heating up, dog. Things have been heating up between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria. And when I say heating up, I mean no Diddy, dog. You know what I'm talking about, bro. And I'm pretty sure you saw UFC 300. If you haven't seen UFC 300 by now, what's wrong with you, dog? But I'm pretty sure everyone's seen UFC 300. Now, Max Holloway knocked out Justin Gaethje, which was one of the craziest things ever, right? And after the fight, he talked about fighting Ilia Topuria, right? He talked about fighting Ilia Topuria, and I'm just doing a quick recap, right? And Ilia Topuria was cage side, right? He was watching the fight. He was watching the fight next to Israel Adesanya. They even put the camera on Ilia Topuria right when the knockout happens, and he looked a little weird, man. He explained it at the Ariel Helwani show, I believe it was. He said, oh, I didn't know the camera was on me. But he looked a little weird. But whatever, forget about that. And then after the fight, Ilia Topuria, what is this? Ilia Topuria did an interview, okay? And he said it was nothing special. He kind of gave props to Max Holloway, and then he said it was nothing special. I didn't see anything special, this, that. And then he did an interview with Ariel Helwani, I think it was yesterday, and he also said the same thing. He said, besides the last 10 seconds, I didn't like the fight, which was the craziest thing to say, right? I understand you're trying to build a fight, but dude, that's hating on another level, dog. Even if the last 10 seconds didn't happen, dude, that was a crazy fight, bro. Max Holloway's a freaking legend. So is Justin Gaethje, man. But this is about Max Holloway, because Max Holloway was supposed to get killed by Justin Gaethje. Now, Max Holloway did an interview with Jim Rome, okay? And Ilia Topuria, like I just said, did an interview with Ariel Helwani. And in the interview with Ariel Helwani, he was asked by Ariel Helwani that, hey, would you want this to be for the BMF belt? And Ilia Topuria said, I wouldn't fight Max Holloway if it wasn't for the BMF belt. He's like, I want that belt. And he's saying, if it's not for the BMF belt, I'll go fight Volkanovski, who deserves it more, right? He said something along those lines. Now, by the way, this is Benny the Bear. This is my product. I created Benny the Bear. It's not like a sponsor or anything. I wish I was sponsored, dog, but who am I to get sponsored? This is a gift for stoners. Look, smoke in the joint. I don't smoke weed, but I'm in Los Angeles and everyone does. And it's a cool, like, accessory gift to give to your stoner friends or to your girlfriend, to your cousin that smokes, or just buy it for yourself, put it on the counter, blaze with Benny the Bear. I'll post a link in the description so you can check it out. If you want to support me, that'll be amazing. If not, don't worry, dog. No one supports me anyways. No one buys one. Thank you so much. LipPlush.com. You must be 21 and older to order. Benny the Bear. Max Holloway did an interview with Jim Rome, okay? Max Holloway did an interview with Jim Rome, and this is what he said. He said, last time I checked, this is Max Holloway talking. Last time I checked, when I was your age, I already had title defenses, buddy. So it looks like you still got some catching up to do. And then Jim Rome brought up the fact that Ilia Topuria said, if it's not for the BMF title, I'm not going to fight Max Holloway. And this is what Max Holloway had to say about that. That's not a very BMF way to say it. That's kind of un-BMF. A BMF fights whatever, whoever, whenever. That's not a tone of BMF. Now, obviously, Ilia Topuria saw this, okay? Ilia Topuria heard this, and this is what Ilia Topuria had to say about that. The only thing questionable, oh yeah, by the way, sorry, I forgot to mention one thing. Max Holloway also said at the Jim Rome interview that Ilia Topuria, he's questionable. There's a lot of questionable things about Ilia Topuria. This is what Ilia Topuria responded with. The only questionable about me is whether I finish you by KO or submission. I just beat the guy that beat you not once, not twice, but 3 times. You now have one thing that keeps you relevant, and that would grant you a money fight, the BMF belt. I no longer fight for money, but for legacy. I'll talk about that in a second. Winning that belt while holding my title will cement me as the first to hold both belts, the first to knock out Volk, and what most certainly will happen when we fight. He wasn't the first to knock out Volk, by the way. I'm pretty sure you know that. The first one to put you to sleep, something to calm you down is this. God doesn't shame anyone. You will have a worthy defeat against a champion who will be remembered for eternity. I decide who, when, and where. If you don't like the terms, I'm sure Ortega will oblige. He's acting like he's freaking Achilles from Troy, man. First of all, he's not the first guy to knock out Volk, okay? I don't know if, obviously he knew that. He's not the first person to knock out Volk, okay? And then he says, I don't fight for money, okay? He says, I don't fight for money now, I fight for legacy. If I remember correctly, he was calling out Conor McGregor very recently. He was saying, I don't want to fight anyone. I don't want to fight Ortega. He even said Max Holloway right before and after he beat Volk. He said he wants to fight Conor McGregor. I'm sorry, I understand fighting Conor McGregor is cool for the resume, but that's not a legacy fight. That's a money fight. That's like calling out Conor McGregor is a money fight. I'm sorry to say. And then, yeah, bro, this is what he said, and Max Holloway is going back and forth with them. But here's the thing, man. I'm a huge Max Holloway fan, bro. I'm a huge Max Holloway fan, and a lot of people are. It's very hard to hate Max Holloway. Like, now that he did what he did versus Justin Gaethje, this is the best fight for Ilia Topuria. There is no other fight better than this. Now, some may say Volkanovski rematch. I'm a huge Volkanovski fan, and I do believe he deserves a rematch. But this right here, after what he did to Justin Gaethje, needs to happen. Now, here's one thing also. Ilia Topuria, when he's talking about Max Holloway, he never mentions one thing, okay? I haven't seen it. He never mentions who Max Holloway fought. He never mentions that Max Holloway fought Justin Gaethje, dog. He did that to Justin Gaethje, man. And to me, that's a huge thing to mention, bro. And there's a reason Ilia Topuria doesn't mention that, bro. Because what Max Holloway did to Justin Gaethje is crazy. Because it's Justin Gaethje, bro. If not the scariest dude at 155, at least one of the scariest dude, right? It's Justin freaking Gaethje, man. But yeah, dog, they're going back and forth right now. Let me see if he wrote anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, that's the only thing. They're going back and forth right now, man. He's throwing some shots. He's throwing up some shots. But I would love to see this fight, man. And in my opinion, Max Holloway is a horrible matchup for Ilia Topuria, bro. And Max Holloway is only 32, bro. He even says it. He's like, people act like I'm 40. And I thought he's older than, because he started fighting at 20, bro. So people think he's older, but he's only 32 years old, bro. That's like at the peak of the prime, bro. So this is a perfect time. I just hope Max Holloway takes some time off, bro. That was a hard fight. Yeah, he won. But he needs some time off. You guys saw what happened to Volkanovski. Now, Volkanovski got knocked out. And then he came back. But Max Holloway didn't get knocked out, but he got hit hard. And that was a knockdown, bro. I don't think they wrote it down as a knockdown, but whatever, bro. It was a hard fight. I just hope Max Holloway takes some time off, man. Heals and stuff. Chills, recovers, and then fights Ilia Topuria, bro, because this is going to be massive, and I think Max Holloway is a horrible matchup for Ilia Topuria, and Ilia Topuria's head is like this big right now, bro. His nose is to the sky. No homo when I said the head thing, bro. Like, he's just feeling himself, man. But we got to wait and see what happens, man. I would love to see this fight, and I do think Max Holloway can beat Ilia Topuria. Let me know what you think of this in the comments, man. Who do you think will win? Comment below. Let me know what you think of this in the comments, and it'll mean the world to me if you like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the noti. Thank you so much for watching.